Stop hitting people. Hit her back. She'll want to stop hitting people or else she'll beat your ass. I moved the bag because I was going to put ice in the bag, but... No! You're going to hit me, too. You're just on the side. You can have one after dinner. I know. But they're 2 and 3. You don't get another one after dinner. Oh, baby, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Tiger.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams taking it in. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
To throw on second down, Gilchrist. That's into the hands of Chosen. So the completion good for 7 there. And just like that, it's third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle, the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Palmer, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Lions touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, something you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gilchrist. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Gilchrist. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
St. Brown motioning left. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Buffalo 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
St. Brown motioning left.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, partner, normally the guys over the nose of the center don't get a whole lot of glory, do they? I mean, they have to occupy guys, let the linebackers run free and make plays. But that was a nice individual effort there.
And he blew it up pretty deep in the backfield. 2nd and long.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he's been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
We're going to pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready, set.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Come on, come on. Mustang 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Gilchrist. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him. The 3 and out.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Gilchrist. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw on 3rd down. Gilchrist. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 25 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Riggs. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Gilchrist. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Gilchrist. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap goal 80.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll run it here. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilchrist. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Off play action. Gilchrist. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally, you'd have to say, yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To throw on 2nd down, Gilchrist. And now here is another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their... quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Gilchrist. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. On 3rd down, Gilchrist.
That'll be caught by Tony.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Okay, break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring.
He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of